3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Fernando Rivera Jr. here. To Common Sense and Random Shit Show. Because it is just that. A shit show. Your friendly neighborhood conservative, ex-con, and yes, I support ICE. Support them all. I'm just saying. It is what it is. I'm always amped up when I come on here. Streaming on 5, 5, PC Book. Yeah, I said it. Shit. YouTube, ScrewTube. Yep. Rumble. If you don't have Rumble, download a great app to have. Only run by conservatives. No bullshit. No censorship. No bullshit. Did I ever say that? Yes, I did. Locals. Trying this again. And what else? X. Oh, yeah. I might stop streaming to X because for some reason it's not helping me at all. But anyway, I just keep posting links or whatever. It is what it is. The wrong versus the right. Breaking news. This is not the place. Unless you haven't seen it. And as I always say, if you haven't, it's breaking to you. But, yeah, never come on here with a script. I'm by myself, solo dolo, all the editing, blah, 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 blah. All me. And sometimes I get confused. So if you see me lost, it's because I forget what I'm talking about. Brain fart, or memory burp, as I call it. It is what it is. Anyway, the wrong versus the right. Not the left. The wrong. Because they choose every wrong in every political decision or belief or men and women sports, censorship, Trump is Hitler, ICE is the Gestapo, narco terrorists are fishermen. It's just fucking it's ridiculous anyway. And we're tired of it. Americans are fucking tired of it. You know, rest in peace to those lives lost in Australia and of course at Brown University. Prayers to the families and lost and loved ones. Still, every opportunity the wrong has, it's just, we're tired of it. I'm just saying. And I noticed something yesterday when I was playing some of the videos. I don't know, for some reason, when I'm downloading, editing, and putting them together, some videos are a little blurry. I don't know what it is. I'll figure that out. But at least you can watch them and hear them. So it is what it is. But anyway, we're pissed. I'm just saying.
You know what's funny is I don't fucking care what you think about Trump. I don't. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter you call him a 34-time felon or an insurrectionist or a bad businessman or misogynistic or racist or he cheated on his wife. None of these things matter. It didn't resonate. But the problem is you're still talking about it and you hate this man so much because you believed all the gullible bullshit that they told you that you keep doubling down because you can't imagine that you were wrong, that now all of a sudden you no longer stand for things that you used to stand for. You bought into Russia collusion. He didn't pay his taxes. Quid pro quo. Very fine people. Bloodbath. The list goes on and on and on and on. Now all of a sudden, securing our borders and getting rid of violent offenders is a bad thing. No longer good for Americans or American people. You now think that getting rid of waste and corruption and mismanagement and misspending of money in the government, which you have screamed for decades, is no longer a good thing because Trump's doing it and using Doge, which was something started under Obama, just renamed. You no longer think it's a good thing to end the war between Russia and Ukraine or Israel and Palestine. You think the war should go on and peace is a bad thing because Donald Trump is the one bringing it to you. You are no longer objective because you're so filled with hate. You've adopted extremist ideologies and beliefs. You think violent damage and destruction of property is the proper way to protest. You think calling for the unaliving of a president of the United States is somehow now socially acceptable. You think going after and attacking people with different viewpoints or cutting them out of your lives is somehow socially acceptable today. You guys have lost your ever fucking mind, and you think I fucking care what you think? Because I don't.
He's not the only one. America's the best!
Why can't they just let the man do his job? He was voted into the presidency by this country. And yet every move turns into a courtroom fight. You lost the election, but you just can't wrap your head around it. Republicans endured 4 years of Biden. And what did the working class get? Higher prices, weaker borders, men and women's sports, lectures about making everybody comfortable, and a green energy plan that's been an epic failure for families just barely getting by. And let's not forget a student loan forgiveness. I mean, everybody knew it wasn't constitutional. Biden pushed it anyway. Courts let it ride for months. Billions were wasted. And only did the Supreme Court finally strike it down. Now, compare that to Trump. He signs an order, and judges, they block it the same day. And that's the double standard. Like it or not, Americans chose Trump over Kamala. I mean, you can say Republicans are duped, but people don't believe that anymore. I mean, they've lived through Biden's failures. They've seen the results. And don't wave Epstein like it's a weapon. I mean, both parties are guilty there. I mean, throwing stones in glass houses, it doesn't clean your own. So ask yourself, is this really about law and democracy, or is it just about stopping Trump no matter what he does?
I could sit here silent and just play these videos. Oh, but Fernando, you've played two men because, there are two genders. What do women have to say? Well,
2 people are now dead and 9 more are injured after a gunman opened fire inside a classroom at Brown University. And of course, leftists are immediately using this to re-up their calls for gun control, because as we all know, it's way easier to blame the gun than the evil that we're allowing to run rampant through our society. Can I just point out, by the way, that in this same exact week in Pennsylvania, a man with a machete stabbed 3 women, killing 2 of them, and a service dog. The very next day, a woman was doused in acid by a complete stranger while walking the streets of Savannah. The day after that, a homeless woman stabbed a mom in the back while she was changing her 10-month-old inside the bathroom of a Macy's department store. And then about 5 minutes after that, 11 people were gunned down on a beach in Australia, which has some of the strictest gun laws in the world, by the way, after an Islamist opened fire on Jews during a Hanukkah celebration. Violence is not running rampant because guns exist. It's running rampant because Western civilization has decided to acquiesce to evil. We promote it, we endorse the godlessness and moral depravity that fuels it, we catch it and then release it back onto our streets. We let it take over our college campuses, we excuse it by screaming racism and mental illness, and when all of that's not enough, we import it from countries that hate us and cultures that do not value human life. It's not about the guns. It's because we no longer face evil, call it what it is, make no bones about it, and take the steps to eradicate it. We leave innocent people to suffer and die while we whine about political correctness, trying not to offend anybody. And there is no law on this planet that's going to make up for that.
Just saying evil is evil. Let's be real statistically. Most expensive rent, Democrat-run cities and states. Balance, Democrat-run cities and states. Gun balance, strictest gun laws run by Democrat cities and states. Common sense. You know what that is, right? Common sense. I know. This is why I woke up. This is why I don't hate Trump anymore. I used to hate Trump. I told you I had TDS. But because the piece of shit's on the wrong, you used to tell me to. I didn't know. I didn't care. I always said I was comfortable. I grew up, born and raised in Connecticut. I was comfortable. Nobody in my family was political. They just were comfortable. It is what it is. Then I woke up. COVID woke a lot of people up. This woke a lot of people up. This, man, right there. They're saying, you may not like him. You may not like how he comes out, because I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm like, gee, okay, tone it down there. Take it down a little bit. But it's what it is. It's what most Americans think. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You know, I can't stand this ICE thing with people going after ICE. It's one of the things that drives me nuts because, you know, they're deporting illegals. They're good people, Americans. They're taking Americans, heroes, American heroes. Blah, blah, blah. They're just Gestapo kidnapping people off the street. And this video here from Freedom Tunes is actually pretty funny. I've played it before. It's not even new. It's either a couple months or maybe a year or two old. I don't know what it is, but it's always been the same. I'm just saying, check this out, and then we'll get into it.
Extra, extra! Trump deported a U.S. citizen who didn't even break the law!
No way! Really?
Yeah. Okay, but did that really happen?
Well, technically. He was an undocumented U.S. citizen, and he did break the law, but only in the sense that arson is still illegal. Technically.
Technically.
Well, I'm already feeling emotions, so none of those distinctions matter.
What? The story was a complete lie. A lie? Because of some technicality?
Technicality.
How about this? Trump deported a community organizer even though they were born here and never broke the law. Just because they were Hispanic.
Oh my gosh, I'm so emotional about that.
And when you say he was born here...
The world. He was born in this world. Human like the rest of us. Technically.
Tech in Italy. And he wasn't in a gang?
Oh, I get it. When white people do it, it's community organizing, but when a Venezuelan does it, he's in MS-13, technically.
Technically.
Yeah, seriously.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you just want to blow that off? Well, how's this, you monster? Trump deported an aspiring nuclear physicist whose family had been here since the Mayflower, simply because he got a tan last summer and looked a little brown.
I feel I need to ask for clarity.
Clarity? I think it's clear you're going to hell.
By here since the Mayflower, do you mean he's of Aztec descent?
Technically. He was also technically
Chechnya.
A child trafficker. We're done here. Just another uninformed voter with his fake news.
Freedom Tunes gets it right. I'm just saying. But when you see something, especially when it's against ICE, woman was stopped by ICE and harassed and thrown on her face, and she's an American citizen. Trust me, there's something behind it. Something Dan Bongino used to always say. Wait before shit comes out. Also, those with a narrative that want to believe something tell you a story. But there's always the story, which no one tells you. So you gotta look around, social media, influencers, some are with the bullshit, some are, you could tell. Those that are angry, ignore the fuck out of them. Like this guy, I'm not saying ignore me. I'm just saying I get pissed the fuck off too. But at least I have common sense. And all this shit with the fucking fake news crying about the undocumented citizens. Come on, let's be real. I'm kind of glad I saw this video. I guess they're going to be posting this once a week to like wake people up and let people know what actually is happening. Like that video that I just played. This is interesting. Wrong versus the right. Is this right? I'm just saying.
Hi, I'm Lauren Biss, Deputy Assistant Secretary at the Department of Homeland Security. I'm here to set the record straight on another round of fake news stories. First, the Salt Lake Tribune claimed a Utah soccer coach was doing everything right to get legal status, but ICE arrested him anyway. Here are the facts. This quote-unquote soccer coach has a criminal history, including sodomy of a child and sexual abuse of a child. This child predator illegally overstayed his visa and remained in our country. He has been placed in removal proceedings. Under Secretary Noem, if you break the law, you will face the consequences. Next, the media peddled a sob story that ICE was targeting an undergraduate student. The truth is, we were targeting a registered sex offender with a previous arrest for driving while intoxicated. A university administrator and campus security attempted to obstruct this arrest. Our officers told the school administrator and campus security that we had a warrant for this illegal alien's arrest. The school administrator told ICE officers they were violating university policies. Our officers informed them that federal law supersedes any university policy, and that if campus security would not stop blocking the law enforcement vehicle from exiting, they would be obstructing justice. The school administrator ordered campus security to stand in front of the vehicle. Our officers followed their training to use the minimum amount of force necessary to clear the area and successfully arrested the sexual predator. Finally, Senator Patty Murray put out a tweet claiming an ICE attack dog, quote-unquote, mauled her constituent, even though he was, quote-unquote, not resisting arrest or trying to flee, and that he had no criminal record. Here's the real story. Border Patrol officers were targeting a criminal illegal alien with prior arrest for possessing a loaded firearm. He resisted arrest and attempted to flee. Officers followed their training, and a designated patrol canine was deployed to safely stop him after he continued to evade and refuse to follow law enforcement commands. Once in custody, the criminal illegal alien received immediate medical attention, has his standard procedure, and is now in removal proceedings. Running from law enforcement and resisting arrest is dangerous. DHS remains unapologetic in its mission to protect American communities by arresting and removing the worst of the worst. Tune in next week where we debunk more hoaxes and fake news stories.
Just saying. I mean, like I said, there's always a story, but you need to wait for the story. And I was talking to my mom yesterday. As I said, I visited my mom yesterday, and she's going away for till after the New Year. So I spent a couple hours with her, and she's not a political person, but she has people that hate Hitler. So she's confused. But the ICE thing, I saw that the other day in the news where they were just taking away people that have been here forever working, blah, 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 blah. But if you do your research, if you do your research, as Tom Homan says, and others that have common sense, sanctuary cities, if you don't stop defending these criminals, if you don't turn in the criminals and we go get them and they're around other people that are here illegally, guess what? They're going to. I'm just saying. You don't like it? Too bad. I'm just saying. It is what it is. You can't control that. I told her that, and she was like, you know what? Yeah, I understand that. I totally get it. If they're going to get somebody because of that reason, and they're happy to be with a couple of illegals, guess what? They're going to. So, showed her a couple of videos, and she was like, yeah, that makes sense, Fending. I'm just saying, yeah, I can't argue. I can't argue with that. But, yeah, I just get tired. I saw this video yesterday where this self-proclaimed attorney was just talking shit. And then she was saying, you don't have a warrant. These guys weren't going into anybody's house because they can't. But you don't need a warrant if you're arresting in public, if they're illegal. I've played this video before, and I have to play it again because Jay Delay, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry, bro. You're saying he has a similar past. But check this out. Can't argue with this. It is what it is. Stop with your fucking bullshit, you fucking dickwads. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my anger. I can't stand this shit.
ICE does not need a warrant to pick someone up for immigration and deportation purposes. You may not like it, but that is the reality. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement does not need a judicial warrant to make an arrest on civil immigration violations. People that are here illegally do not have the same protections that American citizens have when it comes to criminal cases. When you say that they're kidnapping people because they're arresting them without a warrant, you sound fucking stupid. And in fact, in certain cases, they can arrest illegals and charge them with criminal cases as well. But here's the thing, it has to be in public spaces for them to be able to do that. They can't like raid a home or something like that. And these laws were the reality long before Trump ever even had his first term. If you are an illegal and you are in public, ICE can come and snatch you up without a warrant. And no, that is not kidnapping. Grow up, learn the laws, and get a life, you fucking morons.
I say again, today should be one of these videos that's for ICE Day, but it's not, because it's not just about ICE. It's about these fucking jerkwads on the wrong, because it's everywhere. It's everywhere. The amount of people that are attacking ICE, obstructing their job in taking criminal illegal aliens, now undocumented citizens, because that's wrong. That's not right. It's wrong. Stop it. You're illegals. I'm just saying. And they don't need a warrant. And as Jay pointed out just now, they're not Americans. They don't have the same rights as we do. When does that fucking go into your fucking head? Sorry. I know, if you're watching me still, you're probably saying, bro, chill. I agree with you. Bro. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out, just in case some jerkwad from the wrong is still watching me saying, maybe I should listen to this guy. Maybe he has some common sense. It is what it is. I'm just saying. But anyway, Tim. This was kind of like going viral. I believe this guy has his own show. I'm not sure, but I gotta share his shit because it is what it is. I'm just saying.
I don't care anymore. I don't give a fuck. Deport them all. I don't care how nice you are. I don't care how long you've been here. I don't care how much you give back to the community. If you're not here legally, get the fuck out. We'll welcome you back in with open arms. Do it the right way. Get the fuck out. We're tired of paying for you. We're tired of stepping over you. We're tired of trying to justify everything that's being done illegally for you. Oh, we don't get Medicaid. We don't get Medicare. We don't get those benefits. And we find out through California that they are. No, deport every motherfucking one of them. You see, if we deport every motherfucking one of them, California's big, bad, strong economy, it collapses. Why? Because they rely on cheap labor from these people. Well, you'll starve, Kramer. If those brown people aren't picking your food, you fucking racist. I won't starve. I know how to grow my food. I know how to pick my own food. I don't need them. They need to go home. So for the last time, when I say deport them, I don't mean just the bad ones, the ones with criminal records. I mean every motherfucking one of them. Every single one, from the oldest to the youngest. If they're here illegally, get them the fuck out.
You're watching the Kramer Says Project.
I agree! Tim, never heard of you. I'm sorry. You're obviously a lot bigger than I am because I'm just a grain of salt in a huge freaking ocean. A grain of sand at a beach. But it's whatever. Giving you my 2 cents. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like some asshole me saying this, but deport them all. I don't care either. Start over. Reboot. Rent will probably go down. Gas will probably... I think it'll affect so much. I saw this video the other day where this contractor was saying, at first it affected him because he didn't have any workers, blah, blah, blah. But then he started getting all the calls. Why? Because these companies no longer have people to pay cheap labor. Guess what? Guess who they go to next? American companies. I'm just saying. Reboot! If you're defending cartels, you're a piece of shit. If you're defending criminal, illegal aliens, you're a piece of shit. And if you keep impeding with ICE. Fuck you. I hope you get arrested during your lesson. I'm just saying. It is what it is. Like I said, it should be I support ICE episode, but it's not. It's not just about ICE. It's about everything. But, you know, there's a lot going on when it comes to ICE. It drives me nuts. But anyway, I've played this song before. I'm going to go out with the song as usual because I love music. And it's rock. Well, not into anything else, really. But I got to play it again because it has to do with the subject that we're talking about today. Stop believing the fucking bullshit, man. Acronyms, they're liars. Trump is a true patriot. Most of his cabinet, true patriots, are doing their job. Leave him the fuck alone. Stop going after our president. You know, people like Whoopi, piece of shit Goldberg said yesterday, he's not my president. Yes, he is. If you're American, whether you like it or not, he's your fucking president. That's all I'm saying. Fuck you if you don't like it. Or get the fuck out of our country. It is what it is. You guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed my show. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Yeah, I'm always just as I am because I enjoy doing this. As I've mentioned before, you guys are my therapist. I don't talk to anybody else. It is what it is. Yeah! Anyway, peace out. Have a great day. You already know. Songs entitled Ice by Social Outcast and by Beauty and the Beast. Blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. Laters! Have a great day.
Ice, baby!
I'm talking that ICE, ice, immigration been out of control, but it's about to get a heavy dose of fixing. I know that them far left fools won't stop their bitching. Ain't much you can really say about them. They're idiots. The illegal immigration in this country was getting crazy. They've practically taken over whole blocks in different cities. Oh, they are not criminals. You say, did they not break our laws? I am very confused. Is there different rules for me than y'all? I mean, really, do you guys even think about what you say at all? Please pull up the search and see just how many lives have been taken or ruined by people that shouldn't have even been here. Like we don't have enough problems as it is. They were bringing in more for what? Oh, that's right. They needed those votes. Now the devils in the government wanna shut it down cause the other side didn't want to include free healthcare for the legal aliens, but make it make sense. All of that money we spend on the people who enter illegal should have been given to our vets out there on the streets. I guess you just don't need them. They just got tossed to the side after you sent to the war. Damn, it's about time we ship them off back to where they came from. Do the process right or so long. Man, I swear, demos going crazy over ice, baby. So scared to lose their voters, man. They don't care about them or their constituents. They need the vote, so they say, hey, just bring them in. Ignore the violence and crimes, they swear they're innocent. Damn! Or protesters, as the mainstream like to call them. Attacking the ICE officers that are just doing their jobs is typical. Getting violent again, but wait, they're in for a rude awakening. ICE ain't playing around, like Higgs has said. They gon' find out, now keep effing around. The NWO just want the US to destabilize. Like the rest of the world, they wanna keep us at war with ourselves. While the damn rhinos and globalists pocket money, money, and more money off the chaoticness. We are just sick of it, send them away. It doesn't matter who they are if they don't have their shit. In order, send their ass back across the border. Demos going crazy over ice, baby. They so scared to lose their voters, man. They don't care about them or their constituents. They need the vote, so they say, hey, just bring them in. Ignore the violence and crimes, they swear they're innocent. Damn! watch the mainstream news. They will tell you it's cruel, that it's unlawful to kick them out. They tell you that all of them are just innocent people just trying to make a living, never doing any harm. And they tell you that all while trying to hide their demon horns. Ask the people that deal with it every day. I bet their words have a different story to tell. Hell, look in Michigan, they trying to invoke Sharia law.
What? In America?
No way! We've let cartel members, child traffickers, drugs, terrorists all inside our borders. At this point, I don't give a fuck how good some might be. They should have thought about that before they just came in illegally. Send them back, yeah, send them all back. Demos going crazy over